Along the top menu are three lenses of data from a building or district-wide view down to the classroom level. The District tab displays district and/or building data. Building level access staff will be able to view overall building level data on this tab. The Grade tab displays grade level cohort data. Classroom teachers will only have access to students assigned to them on this tab. The Class tab displays class roster data. Staff can search by course and period. At the top of the District, Grade, and Class tabs is a filter menu to select student population and data types. The filter menu has mainly the same options for each tab. However, some tabs might have additional options available for selecting students and data. On the top left corner of the filter menu is the student roster year. This defines which students will be displayed based on the academic year via PowerSchool roster year. The current year is selected by default, and only one roster year can be selected at a time. The school menu allows staff who have access to multiple schools to select a specific school that they have access to. To select or change the default school, click on the User Preferences in the top right corner. Choose User Preference from the drop-down menu. Choose your default school from the drop-down menu and click Save. The Grade menu will have different options depending on which tab you selected. The District tab allows staff to select one or more grades from the drop-down menu. All grades are selected by default. The Grade tab allows staff to select one grade at a time. The Filters menu has several options for customizing which students are displayed and determining how the data is combined on the graphs. In the Combine Data By section, the filter buttons are used to combine and separate data by school, ethnicity, grade, and/or gender. Data will be combined when the chips are highlighted blue. For example, when the grade chip is not selected or white, each grade is a separate bar. When the grade chip is selected blue, grades are combined into a single bar. Demographic filters are imported from PowerSchool. Ethnicity, disability, gender, meal status, and EL status are uploaded on a nightly basis. All other demographics are updated manually on Thursdays. If a selected demographic is highlighted green, students of this demographic group will be included in the data displays below. In this example, only students at EL Proficiency Level 4 and below will be included in the data displays. By clicking on the demographic that is highlighted green, the demographic will now be red. Red highlighted filters exclude students within the selected demographic groups in the data displays. In this example, only students at EL Proficiency Level 4 and below who are not special ed or have a disability code will be displayed in the data displays. To remove filters, either click on the X next to the individual filter to remove it, or hover over the demographic group drop-down field and click the X to remove all filters from that group. If students are assigned interventions in EduClimber, intervention status can be used to include Tier 2 or Tier 3 students in the data displays. Active student filters can be used to include students who are active or currently enrolled, or inactive, no longer enrolled, but have data results. By default, both are selected to include students who have data results, whether they are currently enrolled or not. To apply a filter for the current student population search, click Apply. On the Class tab, staff have the option to select specific class rosters that generate from PowerSchool. The User drop-down menu can be used to search and select a classroom teacher. Classroom teachers will only have access to the students who are assigned to them. The Course and Period drop-down menus can be used to select one or more courses and periods of students. On the Grade and Class tabs, an Assessment Year drop-down menu is available to select one or multiple school years that an assessment or tool was administered. The District tab includes data that occurred in the same year as the selected student roster year. The Categories drop-down is used to select which subjects or categories are available to view in the data displays. Change the category by clicking on the category name in the left sidebar. If the page width is smaller, click on the 3 lines next to the category heading for a drop-down. All available categories will appear in the left sidebar if none are selected in the search bar, including incidence and attendance. The Assessment Suite drop-down can be used to select one or more available assessment measures to display. In EduClimber, NWA MAP growth data is labeled as MAP. Each assessment selected will be displayed in separate graphs. Click Search to display the selected student and data information in the search or filter bar. Changes in the search filter bar will not update automatically. Click Search every time changes are made in student or data selection to update the data displays. To clear all selections and filters, click on the Refresh button in your browser. If no data is available for the year or grade selected, a screen will appear with incidence and attendance. For example, if it's in the fall and the current year is selected, along with iLearn, there will be no data since iLearn was administered in the previous year. Instead, the year that iLearn was administered needs to be selected for it to appear in either the student roster year dropdown or assessment year dropdown.